You know what time it is. 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 Time it is.
Arts.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book 91. We're talking to you guys about Dark Arts episode 2, baby. This is where we're talking to you guys today about the Charmelon charm. Oh my days, I'm actually live. It's mad. Don't worry, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. Some people are going to join us while we do this video live. Okay, it's a quick video. And we're talking to you guys about the Charmelon charm. What does that mean? It means when a guy or a woman decides to pretend to be something that they're not, by using the information you have given them. So this is one dating tip. This video will be about 10 minutes long. This is where you decide to give somebody information during dating and they use it against you. All right. So before we go any further, like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of what uploads. For those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is. You got the minerals, baby. Stay hydrated because what? The streets are what? Hot, baby. Damn, fresh off the press. Listen, I never thought this video was gonna be live. I was meant to do it privately, but hey, you're getting a free video. Do you know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into this. Right. So we're talking to, about, obviously, like I said, dealing with the Charmelon charm. The Charmelon charm. I'm gonna play a little video for you guys so you guys can see it. 2 secs. Here we go. Now, I played that video because I wanted to just show you, a beautiful animal where it changes color whenever it feels like it. It actually changes color due to its emotions, apparently, or how it feels, or, it doesn't necessarily do it because of trying to camouflage. Sometimes it does it because also it realizes there is danger. Sometimes it does it because, it also wants to show off. And oftentimes the chameleons who have the brightest colors are actually the males, which I don't know. That's just something that God put in there. Men are kind of mad sometimes. But let's talk about obviously just chameleons here. Look, I want to put this little definition here. Chameleons will also brighten up their colors because they intend to become noticeable. This most happens when they want to rid the area of rivals. Why am I talking about them changing color? Because if you're in a dating scene, you have to be very careful about these type of archetype men, right, or women who take information you give them information you've given them about what kind of man or woman that you like to date, and then they use it to mold themselves and become the perfect partner. Okay, for instance, it starts off so simple. Oh, what kind of girls or what kind of guys are you into? And you say, oh, I like them funny, charming. I like the fact that they buy gifts. I like the fact that they like to take me out, blah, 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 right? And you say all of that, right? And then what you realize is that person then becomes exactly what you ordered. Okay, as if you've ordered off the dating relationship menu. Okay, and they are precisely the person that you were actually listing. Now you have to be very, very careful of these people. The reason why you have to be very careful of these type of people is because they're not being true to themselves, and it's actually a dark art. Right, it's one of the dark arts. It's to mold yourself on the information that you've heard. So I'm gonna put some little words like this. Right, they're usually funny, they're smooth, they're interesting, they're good conversationalists, and you've probably heard this. You've probably said this about a chameleon. Oh, they're such great listeners. Now, that could be said about me. I'm just saying it could be because I'm a great listener, right? But the reason why I'm putting out there, because the chameleon wants to listen to what you got to say, to then begin to change parts of themselves to fit in to what you have desired. Okay? All right? So here's my first thing. They appear to be perfect. That's your first red flag. They're perfect. When people start to appear perfect, there's seemingly no issues, and everything you ever wanted is in that person. Obviously some things you can't predict, that like physical height or something like that, but everything you ever wanted is perfectly in that person. You got to start being very, very careful. Okay, number 2, when you notice everything you've ever said is what they actually have become, right? Everything you've ever said is all that they've become. You got to be very careful. This is a dark art, right? And I'm saying this because as much as we're human beings that we want to please each other, there's always going to be some level of resistance. And it's about finding that balance. Now, if you're asking me a question of, so how do I find that balance? Then more than likely you haven't got balance. right? Because most of us who understand balance don't actually ask that question, because we actually kind of know the balance by living the life that we live through experience. We kind of realize that actually there's always going to be a balance in life and that nobody's perfect. So it's evident, right, with the chameleons, that they become exactly what you like. So that should start sending off some little alarm bells in your ear. Okay. Next point is this, right? They are agreeable at first. Okay, chameleons, these are dark arts. They are absolutely agreeable, right? Everything you've ever wanted to do, at first they're going to do it. The danger of chameleons is a lot of them, I don't want to say the word N, but it can be N, narcissists. A lot of chameleons can be narcissists, because what they do is they love bomb you from the very beginning, right? They absolutely love bomb you from the beginning, right? And they want to shower you with praise, love, and affection, and everything you've ever wanted to do, they're willing to do. Plans that I've always thought you wanted to do with a partner, they're willing to do it at first, or they may agree, but eventually it's going to fall down. The reason why it's going to fall down is because that's not who they actually are. The facade, or the facade, you want to call it, falls away. Okay, right? After a while, you realize it falls away. If you're in that position right now where you realize at first they were amazing and they were doing everything that was perfect, and now they're here where everything's falling apart, I can guarantee you're probably dating a chameleon right now. Okay, last point is the true colors, no pun intended, will show. Okay, they cannot hold the facade for very long, and when it falls, what are you going to do? Are you going to make excuses for them, or actually are you going to open your eyes and realize this was a dark arts used against me? And I put this quote here for you guys last time. I said, you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention when questioned, something which you may later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. This is what policemen say when they arrest a criminal in UK. Why am I telling you this? Because everything that person says has to be used. It can be used against you. Everything you said can be used against you. So you must be aware of what you're saying. Dating is not about emotions. Okay, I want to be very, very clear here. If you do not go into dating sober, not drunk, sober, you can find yourself on the end of a very beautiful looking scam. Okay, we haven't even spoken about sex being involved, right? That's another video we can talk about. But in this instance, there are chameleons out there that are architectural, that will use the information you give them to become the person that you've always ever wanted. And guess what? Once you get that person you've ever wanted, it's very hard to let go, because you thought you had something perfect. But I want to suffice this to you. Be very, very careful of that person who tries to be absolute perfection for you. If it's too perfect, more than likely it's too good to be true. And so, guys, that is the end of the video. This actually wasn't meant to be live. It was meant to be a private video, and I didn't realize I left it on live. But y'all got a free live video here, okay? So make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know, baby. You got the minerals, baby. This is also a part of a series that we're going to start releasing videos on dark arts. So let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you've gone through something like this, let us know your thoughts down below. You know, it could help somebody, and it could free somebody by you letting us know your testimony of how you escaped the chameleon archetype individual who uses the dark arts. All right, guys, stay locked and stay loaded. We're going out with the outro, baby.
Little black book. You know what time it is.